All right, welcome everyone to this 30 days of meditation. We're on week 2, so this is day 8. So, as always, find yourself a comfortable place and let's get started. All right, well, last week we went over kind of the basics of meditation practice, or at least I tried to give you some of the major basics of meditation practice. And to this week, we're going to change it up a little bit. We're going to look at different tools and different routes that we can use to come back to the present moment. So we used the first week, we're doing a lot of basics. This week, we're going to explore different aspects of practice that can help us bring us back to the present moment. And we're all different. We've all grown up differently. We all have different ways of thinking, different beliefs, different experiences. And so really the goal, a lot of practice and a lot of this process is pointing 100 different fingers at the same point. So it's just this point in the middle. I'm trying to point all these different fingers at it. And that's what this week will be about. So today we will go over one of my favorite and most direct pointing to the present moment. And it's given to us by a wonderful teacher, Locke Kelly. And we could talk more about him afterwards, but go ahead and find yourself a comfortable and sturdy seated position and something, wear something comfortable, hopefully. And of course, your eyes can be closed or open. It's up to you. And let's get started. Bring your attention to the breath, wherever you feel it the most. You could feel the breath anywhere from the tip of your nose to the lower belly and anywhere in between. Just find what works for you. In and out, the breath goes. Noticing it come in and watching it go out. And notice if you're holding any tension in your body, any place where you're clenching, maybe around the eyes, the jaw, your neck, the solar plexus. And as the breath comes out, with the out breath, slowly release your muscles and the tension, allowing gravity to naturally allow your body to relax all by itself. With each out breath, we sink deeper into relaxing. In and out, in and out. And of course, if you are thinking and you have lost the breath, it's no problem at all. Just return, gently return to breathing. In and out. What is here when there are no problems to be solved? What is here when there are no problems to be solved? There's nowhere to go. There's nothing to do. And there's no one to become. What's left? Now, this isn't a question to be answered in the usual way by talking or thinking about it. Rather, this question is a pointer, and it doesn't point to an idea or a concept or even an answer you can write down. So, where does it point to? You could think of this in another way. Where does this question lead? What kind of experience is it pointing at? What is here when there are no problems to be solved? All right, you can look at the screen. How did that work? Interesting, right? On the one hand, we learned about meditation practice and we learned to bring our attention to the breath, like we learned last week. And so, with that ability to move our attention, we can kind of explore different things now. And of course, many people think that breath awareness is the key to practice, but it's not. It's a tool, and there's many different pointers to the same present moment. Now, I don't like to say present moment, really, because it's almost saying too much. It's making a concept out of this. This isn't a concept. Which is why when I'm asking you, as Locke Kelly asks us, what is here when there are no problems to be solved, our brain immediately wants to start talking about it. Well, there's the floor, I'm here, there's the air, I can understand, there's the camera, I could see, it's all this kind of thinking, but it's trying to point you right back here. There's there's a very famous Buddhist description of this, and you may have heard of it. But it says, a lot of these, like this question, for example, or a lot of um teachings about meditation is like a finger pointing at the moon, and if you attach to the finger, you won't see the moon. So when we hear it's just saying, look there. But you're like, I don't understand your question. But what do you mean? It's kind of like when if you find yourself when asked what is here when there are no problems to be solved, it's like taking that finger and being like, and then saying, oh well, I'm here, there's the car over there, and then I see I've always been here, and then there's the bell, there's the muktuk, there's the screen, that is grabbing the finger and not seeing where it's pointing. And it is a different, it's kind of like it's like when you're looking at a sunset and it is so beautiful. It's like you're hiking. You ever have this experience? We all have these experiences all the time, but you're hiking, walking up something, and you turn a corner, and then boom, there's the shoreline, and you're really high above, and you just see this giant sea. And then behind is this sun that's casting gorgeous, vibrant, and brilliant colors across the sky. And it's like you don't even have time to think. There's no thinking. It's just, oh, that. It's the same thing right here. It's the same thing. The same pointer right now. So bear with me this week. I'm going to try to use different kind of pointing techniques to get back to So tomorrow we will go over something that is actually one of my favorite, you can say, meditation objects, things that really helps us come back to the present moment. And it's one of the first things that really helped me along this path. And that thing, I'll give it away right now, it is sound. So I'll see you tomorrow. And of course, like every day, please ask your questions in the comments below. And please tell us about your experience, because of course, the more you tell us about your experience, the more people can relate to that experience and maybe get some help from that. And of course, if you have any questions for me or any complaints, anything like that, just let me know. And I'll be answering all questions at the end of each week. So get them in. But thank you again for your attention. And of course, I'll see you tomorrow for day 9.